What if I told you there's a power within you so strong that nothing, no fear, no pain, no setback, could ever shake your peace? What if I showed you how to unlock it right now? Do you ever wonder if it's truly possible to find peace within yourself? Not just a fleeting moment of calm, but a deep, unwavering sense of serenity that remains with you through any storm. Picture this: your heart is so anchored in peace, your spirit so fortified by faith, that nothing in the world, no insult, no storm, no hardship, can disturb the deep well of peace inside you. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But here's the truth: it's not a fantasy. It's a real, achievable state of being, and it's already inside of you. I want to share with you something powerful today. The key to this unshakable peace, a peace rooted so deeply within you, is transforming the way you see yourself and the world around you. This isn't about pretending that everything is perfect. It's not about burying your emotions or putting on a brave face. It's about understanding the profound connection between your emotions, your thoughts, and your beliefs, how they shape your reality every single day. What if you could learn to turn every negative emotion, every setback, every painful situation into a step forward? What if you could stand firm in the midst of chaos, unmoved by life's turbulence, with the assurance that no matter what, your peace is unshakable? This is not just some distant hope. It's a reality that is within your grasp, because you have the power to transform your inner world. But first, let's explore why some people seem to glide through life with ease, while others feel stuck in an endless emotional storm. Why do some individuals seem to have an inner calm that defies explanation? What's the secret that allows them to navigate through challenges with grace, while others struggle with the smallest of issues? The truth is, your reality is not fixed. What you experience is not objective. It is shaped, molded, and colored by your own beliefs, emotions, and thoughts. Let me say that again. Your perception of reality is a reflection of what's going on inside you. If your heart carries fear, resentment, or doubt, your world will mirror those emotions. But when you begin to change the way you view your inner world, when you start to embrace your emotions as friends, as guides, as signals for growth, that's when everything shifts. Have you ever noticed how some people remain calm during the most challenging of situations? It's not that they don't feel the pressure, they've simply learned how to manage their inner world. They've learned to see their emotions as allies, not enemies. Here's the secret: every emotion you experience is a messenger. That fear you feel? It's not an enemy trying to hold you back. It's a guide showing you where to grow. That sadness that tries to consume you? It's a sign that something within needs healing. When you embrace these emotions, when you sit with them, understand them, and use them as tools, you unlock a transformation within. You no longer fight your feelings, you learn to grow through them. But how do you start this journey? How do you begin transforming your emotions from obstacles into stepping stones? Well, let's talk about that fear for a moment. It's so easy to see fear as something that's holding us back, isn't it? It comes in many forms: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But what if I told you that this fear is actually a tool, an opportunity for growth? Each time fear shows up, it's telling you that there's something inside you, something deep in your soul, that needs to be understood and healed. The key isn't to ignore it or suppress it, but to lean into it and ask yourself, what is this fear trying to show me? So many people mistakenly try to suppress their emotions, thinking that ignoring them will make them go away. But emotions are like storms, they don't disappear when we try to block them out. In fact, the more you resist them, the stronger they become. It's like trying to hold back the waves of the ocean with your bare hands. They keep rising higher, crashing harder. But when you learn to embrace them, when you learn to let the storm pass through you, that's when you find your true power. This is where the magic happens. When you stop fighting, when you stop running from your emotions, that's when you find peace. The storm no longer controls you. You begin to see your life through a new lens, a lens that's clear, free from the clouds of fear and doubt. You start to realize that everything you experience is not happening to you, but through you. So, what if you could train yourself to always see the world with a heart that's open, clear, and full of love? What if you could trust that even in the darkest moments, Jesus is right beside you, guiding you, offering you peace that surpasses all understanding? Because the truth is, you don't have to fight the battles alone. In every situation, you have a choice. You can choose to react with fear, or you can choose to react with faith. You can choose to let your emotions control you, or you can choose to let the love and peace of God flow through you. This is the transformation I'm talking about, a transformation that begins inside, in the very core of your being. It's about understanding that you are not a prisoner to your emotions or circumstances. You are a child of God, and that means you are never alone. No matter what happens, no matter what storms come your way, you can always find peace in Him. Are you ready to begin this journey? Are you ready to unlock a peace so deep, so rooted in faith, that nothing can ever disturb it? This transformation is waiting for you, and it all starts right here, right now. Before we move forward, take a moment. Pause, breathe, and think about where you want to be, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Are you ready to start seeing the world through the eyes of peace, love, and faith? Because the power to change is already inside you. If you're ready, I want you to join me on this journey. Like, subscribe, and stay with me as we uncover the keys to transforming your inner world. Together, we'll discover how to move through life with unwavering peace, unshakable faith, and a heart that is always open to the love of Jesus Christ. This journey is one of a lifetime, and it starts now. When dark clouds gather overhead and the winds begin to howl, it's easy to feel as though we are trapped in a battle, trying to push back against the storm with all our might. We fight, struggle, and attempt to control the raging elements, using our own strength to hold back the relentless rain and fierce gusts. But the harder we resist, the more drained we become. The more we fight against the storm, the more we find ourselves utterly defeated by its power. But what if, just for a moment, we decided to stop struggling? What if, instead of wrestling with the storm, we took a moment to simply witness it, to step back and observe the beauty in the chaos as it passed? What if we allowed the storm to unfold and trust that it will leave in its own time? This, my friend, is the true power of surrender, of accepting the emotions that rise within us, not out of defeat, but out of curiosity. It is through surrendering, not to the situation, but to the divine wisdom of our Creator, that we find freedom. The next time you find yourself overwhelmed by an emotion, take a deep, intentional breath. Pause for just a moment before you react, before you judge or push away what you're feeling. Instead of immediately wanting to rid yourself of it, ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to teach me? What message does it carry? When you stop resisting your feelings and open yourself to understanding, something incredible happens. The energy of that emotion begins to soften, and the clarity behind it begins to emerge. Take sadness, for example. Often, sadness comes as a messenger, showing us that something within us needs to be released. Perhaps it's an expectation that was never fulfilled, or a relationship that has come to an end. It's not a sign of weakness, but of an invitation to let go and make space for new growth. Or consider fear. Fear often arises when we believe lies about ourselves, like, I'm not enough, or I won't succeed. But fear is not a reflection of the truth. It's simply an invitation to confront our limiting beliefs and realign ourselves with the truth that we are, in fact, more than conquerors through Christ. And what about anger? Anger, that fierce and fiery energy, often signals that our boundaries are being violated. It's a wake-up call, a bold declaration that something needs to be addressed, something needs to change. But instead of rushing to extinguish this fire, we can learn to embrace it, to understand it, and to respond in a way that honors both our dignity and the dignity of others. When you begin to see your emotions not as enemies, but as allies, the world around you begins to shift in remarkable ways. Remember this, everything you experience on the outside is simply a reflection of the inner state you cultivate within. The way you perceive your world is directly tied to the way you perceive yourself. When you change the way you see your emotions and the way you relate to them, you unlock the power to transform your life experience entirely. Let's think for a moment about a practical scenario. Imagine you're involved in a heated disagreement with someone close to you. Instead of reacting impulsively, as we so often do, try taking a pause. In that pause, step back, as if you are an observer from the outside looking in. View the situation with clarity and without judgment. Ask yourself, what is happening here? What belief, what emotion within me is shaping how I'm responding? This simple practice sends a profound message to your subconscious mind. You are not powerless. You are not a victim of circumstance. You have control over your emotions, and you can choose how you respond. This is the wisdom that Jung called the silent observer, the part of us that remains calm, centered, and unmoved by the storm of emotions and external events. It is like the lighthouse that stands firm amidst the crashing waves, shining its light even in the darkest of nights. When you operate from this place of inner stillness and awareness, criticism, conflict, and difficulty lose their power over you. You become unshaken, rooted in peace that no circumstance can disturb. But how do you live from this deep well of inner awareness? The answer lies in living fully in the present moment, not trapped in the regrets of yesterday, nor in the anxieties of tomorrow. The power you possess, the peace you seek, can only be found in the now. The present moment is where your true power resides. It is in the here and now that you release the burdens of past mistakes, the shame, the guilt, and the fear. It is here that you find the clarity to act from a place of wisdom, not from reactivity or fear. Imagine carrying a heavy stone, a stone that represents all the hurt, resentment, and limiting beliefs you've collected over the years. You may have carried it for so long that it feels like a part of you, like something you must continue to bear. But what if you let it go? What would it feel like to walk without the weight of that stone on your shoulders? This is the power of release, of letting go of what no longer serves you. It's not about erasing the past, but about choosing not to let it define your present. The journey to peace, to true freedom, begins when we accept that we have control, not over the world around us, but over how we perceive it and how we choose to respond. The question is, are you ready to see the world through new eyes? Are you ready to strip away the tinted glasses of judgment, shame, and fear, and see things as they truly are? Take a moment to imagine what it would be like to live without that constant inner struggle, that voice in your head that reminds you of past mistakes or fills your mind with fearful thoughts of the future. Imagine walking through your days with a clear mind, without the mental noise that so often drowns out the beauty and peace of the present moment. Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool. It can either be a vehicle for creation, for joy, for growth, or it can be a barrier that holds you back. The difference lies in how you choose to engage with it. Just like Jesus taught us, we must take captive every thought and make it obedient to the divine purpose He has for our lives. We must learn to quiet the noise, to silence the fears and doubts, and to tune our hearts to the still, small voice of truth. So the question remains, are you ready to step into a new way of being? A way of living from a place of peace, of acceptance, and of trust in the divine power that is within you? Are you ready to surrender to the flow of life, not in defeat, but in the sure knowledge that you are supported, loved, and guided every step of the way? The power is within you. Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you," and this is the key. Your inner world holds the potential to transform everything around you. So step boldly, with faith, into this new way of living. Let your life be a reflection of the peace, the love, and the joy that Jesus has already placed within you. Finding true freedom starts with conquering one of the hardest challenges we face, embracing and understanding ourselves. Every negative emotion, whether it's fear, sadness, or anger, carries a message meant specifically for you. Trying to push these feelings aside won't make them disappear. They'll only continue to get your attention until you choose to face them. Imagine these emotions as signals, like beacons lighting up your path. Fear isn't your enemy, it's guiding you towards something you need to explore. Sadness doesn't hold you back, it's telling you to release what no longer serves you. Anger is a call to set stronger boundaries for your own well-being. But how can we understand these emotions without being overwhelmed by them? The answer lies in a simple yet powerful practice, the pause. When you first feel the intensity of a strong emotion, take a moment to stop, breathe, and observe. The next time anger stirs within you, instead of reacting impulsively, take a deep breath and close your eyes. Visualize that emotion as a powerful wave in the ocean. It might rise up with strength and energy, but it will eventually fade. That wave is not you. It's just an energy moving through you. This practice allows you to connect to something deeper, your inner observer, the part of you that watches without judgment. Carl Jung, a great thinker, spoke of this silent observer as the witness, the one who stands outside of your thoughts and emotions, the one who sees without getting tangled in the storm. When you connect to this observer within, you find a place of calm and clarity where emotions lose their power to control you. In this space, there are no good or bad emotions, only messages that help you discover your true self. And the more you learn about yourself, the more you begin to see clearly what you need to release, and where to focus your energy. Have you ever noticed the stories you tell yourself? I'm not good enough, success is for other people, or I'll never be able to change. These beliefs are like glasses you've been wearing since childhood. They color the way you see the world. But here's the truth, these beliefs are not absolute. They're just stories you've been telling yourself for years. And guess what? You can rewrite these stories at any time. Think about this for a moment. When you feel you're not capable of achieving something, ask yourself, who planted that seed of doubt in my heart? Was it truly my own belief, or did I inherit it from someone else? When you question these limiting beliefs, you begin to shatter the walls they've built. By simply asking this question, you open up space for a new story, a story where you are worthy, capable, and empowered. When you change the narrative, your entire experience of life transforms. You see, the world doesn't change just because you change your beliefs, but your perspective does. Life will still throw challenges your way, but with the belief that you can navigate them, your experience will shift. It's not about perfection, it's about how you interpret what happens and how you choose to respond. One powerful tool to shift your mindset is the gift of imagination. Just as Jesus often told stories to teach profound truths, your imagination has the ability to shape your reality. It's not just about daydreaming or planning for the future, it's about using your mind to shape your present, to visualize yourself handling challenges with grace, courage, and confidence. When you face an obstacle, close your eyes and picture yourself moving through it with ease. Instead of imagining failure, picture success. This practice isn't about wishful thinking, it's about teaching your mind that solutions exist. It's like showing your subconscious that you have the power to overcome. And gratitude is another key. Gratitude isn't about ignoring the difficulties in your life, but about finding balance. When you focus on what you are grateful for, even the smallest blessings, your energy shifts. It's like tuning a radio station. The static of negativity fades, and the peaceful sound of thankfulness fills your heart. Change doesn't happen in one big leap. It's the small steps, the moments when you choose to pause before reacting, when you choose to observe before judging, when you choose to give thanks instead of complain. Each of these choices is a victory, and over time, they compound, creating a life of joy, peace, and purpose. Now, imagine your life is a river. Sometimes it feels smooth, with the gentle flow of peaceful days. Other times, the current is strong, rushing you forward, and it feels like you might be swept away. But in those moments, trust that the river knows exactly where it's going. Life is not about controlling the flow, it's about how you choose to respond to it. True power doesn't come from controlling the outside world, it comes from choosing how you respond to the world. Have you ever wondered what it would look like if you stopped seeing the world as something you need to fight against? What if you saw it as a mirror, reflecting your inner state? What if every challenge you face, every storm you weather, is an opportunity for growth? The key to transformation lies in understanding that everything in your life is teaching you something, even the hardships. What if you trusted that every struggle is leading you toward the best version of yourself? Curiosity is a powerful tool. When you face a difficult emotion or situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What part of me is asking for attention? Embrace your curiosity with love and patience. It's through this self-inquiry that you find deeper clarity, and it's this clarity that allows you to move forward. There's an even deeper question you might ask yourself as you continue on your journey. What if everything you've gone through, the heartbreak, the struggles, the moments of feeling lost, were all part of a perfect divine plan designed to bring you closer to your truest self? What if every difficult moment was a gift, an opportunity to uncover the strength and resilience that Jesus showed us? Each experience, no matter how painful, has shaped you into the person you are meant to be. Jesus, in his wisdom, taught us to look beyond our surface-level experiences and recognize the deeper purpose of everything. The journey toward peace, clarity, and deep connection starts when you choose to see the light even in the darkest places. As you embark on this journey of transformation, remember that the source of your challenges often lies within you. The key to overcoming them is shifting the old stories you've been telling yourself. Imagine your mind as a garden. Every thought, belief, and emotion is a seed. Some seeds you've planted with love, while others have been planted by others, things your parents said, experiences you had as a child, or the feedback you received in the workplace. If left unchecked, the garden of your mind can become overrun with weeds, negative thoughts, and limiting beliefs. But you can take control. You can be the gardener of your mind. When you choose to remove what no longer serves you, the beliefs, thoughts, and patterns that hold you back, you begin to plant what truly nourishes your soul. Jesus said, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains." Every small step you take in healing and planting new seeds of love, trust, and faith in yourself moves mountains. The shadow within us, the parts of ourselves we fear facing, holds the key to our healing. Just as Jesus embraced the broken, the rejected, and the outcast, we must learn to accept every part of ourselves, even the parts that seem too painful to face. When you acknowledge and embrace the shadow, you unlock hidden treasures within you, gifts you didn't know existed. Like a treasure chest buried deep within, only by facing our darkness do we find the light. It's a gradual process, not one that happens overnight, but every small step matters. With every moment of self-reflection, every journal entry, every deep breath, you are transforming. You're like the bamboo, growing slowly underground until one day you emerge stronger than ever. The challenges you face are opportunities, not obstacles. And every time you choose to respond with love, with patience, with understanding, you are choosing to move forward. Keep your faith, and remember, you're not alone on this journey. Jesus walks beside you, guiding you every step of the way. His teachings aren't just words in a book, they are the life we can live every day when we choose to love ourselves and others. So, as you continue this journey toward inner peace, hold on to this truth: true transformation doesn't happen overnight. But each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you were always meant to be. Keep faith in yourself and in the divine plan that's unfolding for you. Best wishes on your journey, and may peace, joy, and love guide your every step.